How would it feel to be in the shoes of a girl with irregular school attendance because of health complications? Or how would it feel if your clitoris is cut off because you are told it is part of your culture? Did you know that each year, not less than 3 million women are circumcised and 100 million females have already been circumcised? Female genital mutilation, known as FGM, is defined by the World Health Organization as the deliberate cutting or removal of the female external genitalia for reasons other than medical. FGM is the non-medical practice that intentionally removes female genital organs. Often, girls are cut when they are still very young, in some cases under the ages of 5. FGM is practiced all over the world. These countries where FGM exists continue to practice it based on the belief that it maintains girls' chastity, preserves their fertility, enhances sexual pleasure for men, and ensures marriage fidelity and virginity by reducing the desire for extramarital acts. Tila Idrisu was 10 years old when her grandmother circumcised her. She has 3 brothers and a younger sister. One school day, her grandmother asked her to stay home for an important meeting since she was the eldest of her siblings. Her father, who was a teacher, had left for work. Her mother had traveled and her brothers were in school. She was left home alone with her grandmother. When some people arrived at her home for the meeting, she figured out what the meeting was about. They had come to circumcise her. She ran away from the house hoping to escape, but was brought back after being chased down. Wasila recounted her experience as excruciating. I used to dread urinating and held my urine for hours, and when I could not take it anymore, I cried when passing the urine. I could not wear clothes for weeks. The wound was itchy, smelly, and sometimes it bled. I constantly had infections. The victim may get infected because of possible contamination of the cuts. That can prevent them from having their monthly flow, which causes painful abscesses and cysts. The victims lose a lot of blood when they are cut. The location of these cuts sometimes causes severe irritations when they use the bathroom and often slows down the healing rate. This can lead to anemia, which causes a person to be dizzy and lightheaded and interfere with the victim's daily activities. The victim can also end up dying because of excessive bleeding from the cuts. According to the World Health Organization, psychiatric diagnoses show that 80% of the women that have undergone FGM met the criteria for anxiety disorders, with a high rate of about 30.4% of post-traumatic stress disorders. Women or girls who undergo this practice develop psychological and behavioral issues. It may be due to the pain they go through or the feeling of deceit from the people they thought they could trust. FGM is traditionally performed as a prerequisite for marriage and childbirth. Still, this can sometimes result in complications such as infertility, making it difficult for conceiving. This causes the victim to feel unworthy because of their inability to fulfill their marital roles. Practice is believed to deter a woman from engaging in activities that make her ineligible for marriage. However, research says otherwise. According to a study conducted by BBC, most women that are circumcised still engage in sexual activities before marriage. These women resort to getting cut again to hide that they are no more virgins. This proves that FGM does not deter a woman from losing her virginity and is just an inhumane practice that negatively impacts a victim. Female genital mutilation as a practice that robs a woman or girl of her rights and offers no health benefits. It causes long-term psychological and physical problems. Culture tends to be challenging as it is the way of life for most people. However, it can cease to exist when its notion is proven wrong. If women are to be considered equal and responsible members of society, no aspect of their physical, psychological, or sexual integrity should be compromised. The time to end FGM is now. Thank you.